Evening, everybody. How are we all doing? Monday Run Club, welcome along. We're off and running in a couple of seconds. Here we go. So the idea is tonight, as usual, Monday Run Club is a progressive run. So we're starting at 11.2, actually I'm not at 11.2, 11.2 kilometers an hour. And we're gradually speeding up every kilometre by 0.2 of a kilometre an hour. It doesn't seem very much, but it's a gradually progressive run. And by the end, you really feel like you've done a good workout. We're doing about 10k, I think, all in all. Maybe 10.5k, yeah, you can see on the screen there actually. 10.4 kilometres to go. The last 500 metres is a warm down, and this is Group A. There's also Group B, C and Group D, and each group does slightly less mileage. So Group B will do I think about 8k, Group C slightly less, and Group D slightly less than that. Groups A and B are going at the same pace, so speeding up in the same way, and Groups C and D are speeding up in the same way. So we're live on Zwift Run Facebook page. We're live on YouTube as well. Zwift Community Live on YouTube, and the Zwift Run Facebook page. So welcome along. Welcome if you're watching on YouTube, welcome if you're watching on Facebook. So we're doing 1 kilometre at this pace, and then we speed up. The big question I know you're all asking is, am I going to reach level 17 today? And the answer to that is yes, I darn well hope so. You can see my orange bar, the top of the screen there in the middle. Thank you for the ride on, Jarlstick from Sweden. People from all around the world running on Zwift. Yeah, so my orange bar there is getting ever closer to that little gift wrap present at the end there. When I get there, we should see a little thing come up on the screen, and it'll tell me what prize I've got for reaching level 17. It's a little bit warmer today in England. If you're living in another country other than the UK, you'll know, or you might not know, that it's been absolutely freezing here last week, and only the past couple of days, past day or so, the weather's turned. It's got a little bit warmer now, so I'm starting to steam up in here. So my name's Stephen. I'm a regular runner on Zwift, and I try and broadcast to you 2, maybe 3 times a week on Zwift Run or on my own channel, YouTube channel. And you'll find us broadcasting on a Wednesday and a Friday as well. Different kinds of runs, group runs, solo workouts. So come and join us. Zwift running is fairly new, only been really publicly available for about a month or so now. And we're a growing community. You can see there's a good group of people here today, all running together. Thank you, Eric, for the ride on. That's E-Min. Eric is the co-founder of Zwift. Founded about 3 years ago, just over 3 years ago, as a cycling app. And you can see all the cyclists passing us there. There are a lot more cyclists on the Zwift course than runners at the moment, but that is because cyclists have been cycling on Zwift for 3 years now. So that community has really grown. But yes, big group tonight. So we're increasing pace in about 60 metres. Thanks for the ride on, Cavada from Switzerland. I am watching Facebook chat, guys, so if any of you have a question, do please pop it in Facebook, and hopefully I will see, well, I will see it, because I shall be looking. And so Malcolm says, great running, Stephen. Well, I haven't done anything yet, I've only gone 1 kilometre. And Kenneth says, yeah, great turnout. So it is, yeah, it's good. Good numbers today. We like to see the growth of Zwift. Of course, there are people we recognise who come regularly to these events. You can see a little yellow marker next to a name there on the screen. On your right hand side you can see the list of names, and there's a little yellow marker next to T Gross. That's Tim, and Tim is our regular run leader on these Monday club runs and the Wednesday night workouts. Thank you, Hembra from Canada, for your ride on. See, look at the countries we've got represented. Brazil, Australia, Germany, the UK, Ireland, Norway. It's so cool. And these are all real people. Real people running on their treadmills around the world. All coming together as a social group to enjoy running and to make our treadmill experience that little bit more enjoyable. Can be a bind, can't it? I know. Thanks, Jinxie, for your ride on. It can be a bind getting on the treadmill, and sometimes you've got to do it. But do you know what? Since I started running on Zwift, and I know this is the same for a lot of guys and girls, we sometimes actually choose the treadmill now because it's an enjoyable experience to be out with all these people. I love it. If you find that you have no option but to get on a treadmill, you can do a lot worse, you know, than getting on Zwift. Make some new friends, get some good training in. You know, treadmill running is a good discipline. Teaches you about pacing, teaches you about form, because you're not having to think about, oh, Tim says he did 13 miles outside yesterday. What's the matter with you, Tim? Are you not well? Yeah, it teaches you about form, because you've got not a lot else to think about. You don't have to worry about cars or falling into the river or tripping on a branch. All you've got to do is stay steady on the treadmill and keep your form straight. And it's really good for teaching you some of those skills. And running at a steady pace as well. It's so easy when you're outdoors to slow down and stop at the lights. And this teaches you what it feels like to just run at a constant pace or a regular pace. Obviously tonight we're speeding up gradually, but so Malcolm says it's 6:30 in Australia AM. Morning, Malcolm. Tuesday morning, I guess, yeah. Oh no, taking your daughter to the doctor. Well, stop watching Zwift and look after your daughter. And Malcolm says he enjoyed John's run in the park the other day. So the other thing that happens on Zwift running on a regular basis is run in the park. Now, if you're in the UK and a lot of other places actually around the world, you might know of something called Park Run. Park Run is a 5k run. It's free and it happens every Saturday morning in almost every town in the UK. It's a brand, it's an organised event. And here on Zwift we've copied it a little bit. And every Saturday morning we have an event called Run in the Park, organised by John Hancock, who's running tonight with us. So if you do want to experience a little bit of Zwift running, Run in the Park is a great way to start. That right in front of us there, that's a robot, a pace bot, hanging in the air with the time, the speed of what we're supposed to be doing on it. So you can just follow that. There's John Hancock in the pink top and the orange shorts. Bit of a combination. Okay, so now we're going up to 11.6 kilometers an hour. So up 0.2, 11.6. Kenneth Morris liked my falling in the river idea. Well, listen, if you're on a trail run, sorry, John. John says I'm putting him off. If you're on a trail run, you could quite easily fall in a river. Look, the trail run I did the other week, I could have quite easily fallen off a cliff, let alone into a river. And there were plenty of people slipping on the rocks on river crossings and landing on their bums in the river. So it's perfectly possible to fall in the river on a run. Okay, it sounds silly, I know. Malcolm says that John's avatar has been hitting the weights. Well, I don't want to say anything, but isn't your avatar supposed to automatically represent your weight? So you are responsible for putting your weight into Zwift. Or you can do it automatically. Actually, if you've got some, I don't know if you know this, if you have some scales that link wirelessly to your router, your home Wi-Fi, you can connect those to Zwift. So I've got some Withings scales. I think they've been taken over by Nokia now. But I've got some Withings scales. Whenever I stand on those scales, my weight is automatically transferred to my preferences file in Zwift. So there's no getting away from what I weigh. Now luckily at the moment I'm not doing too bad because I've been training. I'm sure John's been running. I'm not saying anything, John. I'm not saying anything about your weight. I'm just remarking that whatever weight you put in to Zwift, your avatar should kind of represent that in avatar form. I'm saying no more, or I will be in trouble. 2.5 kilometers run in just over 13 minutes. And am I falling behind a bit? Why am I falling behind? Let's just bump it up one. Oh, maybe I'm not falling behind. I'm alright. There's Tim in front, look. Owen Casey as well in the green top and the orange shorts. Another regular on Zwift. Johan is asking, what is my next run? Okay, good point. I don't think I've got anything until the end of this month when I'm doing another 100 mile. Well, it's actually 117 miles. And it's coast to coast. The south coast of Devon. This is in the UK. The south coast of the county of Devon to the north coast of the county of Devon, following a trail. And it's 117 miles. And I think it's on Easter weekend. I'm not going for a time. I'm just going to enjoy it. I'm going to take my camera and I'm going to film it, and we'll make a little video of it. So it's not like the last 100-mile race I did where I was really trying to do well. It's the fun one, so I'm just going to enjoy it. And then I've got a really busy April and May. Got the Paris Marathon in the first week of April, and then the London Marathon at the end of April, and then Transvolcania Ultra on the island of La Palma in Spain at the beginning of May, and at the end of May we travel to Guernsey and run the Guernsey Ultra. So a very busy April and May. And then we get into June and I've got the South Downs Way 100. Oh my goodness. I think I might have booked too many races. Just keep running, John. John's not coping with my stream today. Okay, 3 kilometers down, 7.5 to go as we gradually increase the pace. So if you weren't here at the beginning, this is a progressive run. Welcome to Zwift Run, welcome to Zwift Running. And today we're doing 10.5 kilometers. That's a progressive run where we start at one speed and we slowly get faster. So we started at 11.2 kilometers an hour, and we'll finish probably in about 13 kilometers an hour. Group B will finish slightly earlier, and Group C and D will not do quite as far and won't be running quite as fast. And one day I do plan to go and run with Group C and Group D, because Groups A and B do get a lot of coverage, and it's nice. It would be nice to go and say hi to some of the guys who run in Group C, Group D, and some of the leaders of those groups who do a fantastic job. We're at the cutting edge here, guys, of new technology and new social interaction, a new world of gaming on the computer, and there are people putting in a lot of work to try and make this happen for everybody. And it'd be great if we could have your support. Come and join in the runs. If you are experienced at running, come and be a group leader. Not only do we run in the UK time, but this is worldwide, guys. So Australia, Japan, China, New Zealand, the Americas, Brazil, all of these countries, all of these time zones have runs dedicated to your time zone. So this Monday night run club, there was a Monday night run club, or a Monday run club, sorry, at 6 o'clock in the morning Eastern time, and there is another run club 8 o'clock this evening Eastern time, which is 1 AM UK time. So there is a pace and there is a time to suit you. Come along, join in Zwift Running. So Patrick's asking, what do I need? Patrick, you need access to a treadmill and you need a foot pod. And that is pretty much it. I assume you've got a phone. It does need to be an iOS device, or you can connect to your computer, your PC or your Mac. So if you are at the gym and you're using the gym's Wi-Fi, the gym's treadmills, you will need an iPad or an iPhone, something like that, an iOS device, and you'll need a Bluetooth foot pod. They come in lots of different flavours, to be honest. You can spend a lot of money, or you can spend minimal amounts of money. So the cheapest that you can get is a Milestone foot pod. You won't be able to see it very well here really. I mean, I'll hold it up for you, but the pod is very small. I'm sort of the wrong camera really for you to see it, but it's just a little foot pod, and it sits, if it's over there, it sits on your shoe and it transmits Bluetooth data to Zwift, and Zwift is running as an app on your iPhone or your iPad, and that way Zwift can interpret your pace. That's about $25 US, something like that. You could also use something called the Polar Stride sensor. It's a bit bigger, and that's a little bit more expensive, about maybe $60 US. And then if you want to spend a bit more money but get something that's well regarded as one of the best foot pods to use on Zwift, you can buy the Stride Live, which is about $100. But most people do agree that it's probably one of the best ones to use. So you can get a Stride, which is $200, and that includes some more metrics. But a kind of pared down version called the Stride Live is available, and it's a lot more affordable. So that's Bluetooth. There are plenty. You can also have something called a ticker. Hang on. So this is a chest strap. You can use this. It will give you heart rate as well as your pace. It's a bit finicky to set up, but it does work. And then if you're using a Mac or a PC, you need an Ant Plus foot pod. The Stride Live does that as well, so it's Bluetooth and Ant Plus, or you can use the Garmin foot pod, and that connects to your PC or Mac. Kenneth Morris says he likes the ticker. That was the chest strap I showed you. Yeah, he says there is a little trick to get it going, but once you've got it going, he says it works. The trick is that you have to load up the Wahoo app. It's called the Wahoo Ticker X. You have to load up the Wahoo app. You have to put it in run mode, and then immediately start a run, and then immediately close the app, and then log on to Zwift, and then it will register as a speed sensor for Zwift. Like I say, I found it to be a bit pernickety really, but Ken likes it. Ken says you only have to do that once and then it lasts forever. I didn't find that, Ken. I found that it lost the connection after a while and I had to keep doing it. But maybe I'll try it again one day and see what happens. Now, I haven't gone up, have I? So I'm being a bit lazy and not concentrating on what I'm supposed to be doing. So we should be now running at 12 kilometers an hour. So I need to catch up a bit. I've fallen behind just a touch. We've done 6 kilometers. No, we've got 6 kilometers to go. We've done 4.5. There's John. And here's Tim with the yellow. Tim's in the yellow top and the blue shorts. And Tim's asking if I'm in zone 3 yet, or if anyone is in zone 3. I'm in zone 4, Tim. I've spent 9 minutes in zone 4. My heart rate is 157. So guys, if you look the top left of the screen, you can see some more stats. You can see my heart rate there, look. So the yellow zone is zone 3. So I've just dipped down into that now. And zone 4 is the orange zone. I've spent 9 minutes in that zone. And then zone 5 is anaerobic. That's when you're really pumping it, going hell for leather. And below that, you can see my steps per minute. 172 at the moment. Not too bad. Could probably go a bit pacier. And I'm travelling at 4 minutes 52 seconds per kilometre. There or thereabouts, on and off. And my splits are below that, look. So we're in the 5th kilometre and the first 4 are there in blue below that. Some people having a conversation on the Facebook page about the merits of the Garmin footpod, the merits of the Stride footpod. They all have their good points and they all have their bad points. And do you know what? I haven't found a footpod that I am completely happy with. There are things about each one that I really like. Like, for example, the Garmin just always works. It always works. It may not be massively accurate, you may need to calibrate it well, but it always turns on, it's always there, ready to pair, and when you start running, it runs, and when you stop running, it stops. The Stride, I don't know. I do like the power features of the Stride footpod, and outside and on the treadmill at the gym it has been super accurate at getting pace from me, but here in my shed on my bouncy old treadmill it's not been so great. And the other downside to the Stride is that you do have to start running a good 30 or 40 seconds before the gun goes in a run, or you get left standing on the start line, because it takes a while for the Stride to get going. Once it's going, it's fine. There's also a variation in different Strides, in different footpods. So I have 2 Strides at the moment. One of them, the one I'm wearing now, is pretty good, pretty reliable. The other one I have, I get a lot of dropouts and the pace is not so good. So it's a bit strange really. The milestone, when you calibrate it and run at the pace that you've calibrated at, is fine. I find the battery goes quite quickly on it, and also it's no good at changes of pace. So if you speed up or slow down on the treadmill, it can't cope. But if you're going to run just one steady pace, then it's fine. Okay, so 5.5 kilometers done, 5 kilometers to go. Still, we've got Tim just up ahead with the beacon, the yellow beacon. So we're still following him. I think I'm supposed to be running at 12.2 now. And then we'll speed up again when we get to 6 kilometers. Just under 29 minutes in now. Heart rate is 160. Thanks for joining us on Zwift Run. We're live on Zwift Community Live on YouTube, and we're live on the Zwift Run Facebook page. Just search for Zwift Run and you'll find it. if you want to join Zwift, Zwift.com is the place to go. Zwift.com/run for all things running. Running is currently free, so you do not have to pay, and you can run as much as you like on Zwift at the moment. Cycling, if you're a new user, you get 50 kilometres of free cycling, and then it's about 12 UK pounds a month to join Zwift. But if you just want to do running, at the moment, because we're in the early stages, it's absolutely free. So why not give it a go? Definitely worth a try, guys. So we're going to gradually speed up again in a second. I'm always amazed with how well some people can type whilst they run. I just can't do it. All the group leaders, I mean, I've led runs before and I've found it very difficult to type. Some of the group leaders are putting in full sentences and running the speed I'm running now. 6k done. And up we go to 12.4 kilometers per hour. 4.5 to go. 4 kilometers of hard work and then 500 meters of cool down. If you're new to Zwift, you may be wondering where we are. But if you're a cycling fan, you might recognise it. This is Richmond, Virginia, in the USA. And this is the site of the World Championship Cycling World Championships 2015, I think. And this course was created by Zwift for that. There are 2 other courses on Zwift. One is the London course, and that was based on the Prudential Ride London 100 course. So it features Box Hill, and you run past Buckingham Palace and the Houses of Parliament and the London Eye, all the landmarks. But our favourite is Watopia. Watopia is the Zwift playground where the programmers can do what they like. Run through the middle of a volcano, or to the top of a mountain, snow-capped mountain, or under the sea in a glass tunnel, or through the Mayan ruins. It's amazing. Really good graphics, really cool place to be. But today we're on Richmond and we have 4 kilometres to go, just over 4 kilometres left. Russ Crowder says Watopia rocks. Yeah, we all love Watopia. Kenneth says we should do a match the grade run up to the top of the radio tower on the mountain in Watopia. Hasn't Jason Mellor already done that? He's the king of incline on Zwift. Jason is well, he's not been with Zwift that long actually, but when he came in, he was very keen to try and get us all to use our incline buttons, because when you're on Zwift on a treadmill, you won't feel any incline. So if you go up a hill, or down a hill for that matter, you won't feel that in your legs, obviously, because you're running on a flat surface. See, it's different for the cyclists because some of them have got smart trainers. So when they go up a hill, the trainer's resistance increases. So they have to pedal harder. So they feel the hills, but we don't. So Jason's argument is that we should be trying to manually recreate that by pushing that incline button on our treadmills. But loads of us are far too lazy. Sorry, Jason. I suppose, you know, there's no harm in it. Thing is, I train outside an awful lot as well, so I get plenty of hills and it feels like too much hard work for me. When they introduce automatic incline, I'll go with that. Stephen Scanton, hi Stephen. He says he can't wait to get going on Zwift. And he's asking what the best foot pod is. Well, there isn't a best, if I'm honest. The one that most people agree on is the Stride, S-T-R-Y-D. The Stride Live is what you want to search for. It's quite pricey, about $100 US, but most people agree it gives the best representation of your pace, outdoors and indoors. Works great as a foot pod outdoors as well. Cheap and cheerful would be the Milestone, and somewhere in the middle, the Garmin foot pod, or the Polar Stride sensor, or the Ticker X strap. Okay, so I should be up at 12.6 kilometers per hour now. If you look at my pace up there, my speed on Zwift, you can see it does fluctuate. My treadmill currently says 12.6 kilometers an hour. But you can see that Zwift kind of changes between 12.3, 4, 5, 12.6, 12.7, 12.8 without me even touching the treadmill. So that's to do with how heavy my foot lands on the treadmill belt. I kind of slow down the belt or speed it up because of the drag of my foot on the treadmill. See, I could speed the treadmill up now. 12.7, 12.8, and that's just me dragging the belt on the treadmill. Or I could probably slow it down. See if I can slow it down. Maybe not. Harder to slow it down than to speed it up. Okay, my friend Lloyd Palmer, he said he and his girlfriend sat down on the sofa trying to think of what film to watch, and they've settled on another Stephen Cousins Zwift Run epic. It won't last quite as long as the film, this, but my god, it'll be as interesting and exciting. And there'll be a cliffhanger at the end, because I'm going to get to about 10k, and hopefully I'm going to tick over to level 17 of the game. You can see how close my orange line is to the end there, to the parcel, and hopefully in 3 kilometers time I'll get a prize and level up. And is that Ollie saying you're close to level 17 as well? There was a time not long ago when the highest level was level 10 on Zwift running, and all of a sudden one day, a month or so ago, they increased the number of levels to 16, and a few of us, no, they increased the number of levels, well actually we don't know how high it goes, probably 25. Anyway, they increased the number of levels, and we'd all been racking up experience points in the background, so we all suddenly jumped up. Some people, I think, are on level 21 now. I jumped up from 10 to 16, and we all got loads of extra stuff, loads of extra gear to wear, shoes, clothing, so it was good. So we're going to go up now again. It should be 12.8 this, with 2k to go of hard work and then a 500 metre cool down. So here we go, up to 12.8 now. So John Hancock saying warm down now. That is for Group B. So Group B have gone as far as they're going. They're cooling down now. Well done Group B. Well done everyone. Well done Group C and D as well, who will have finished by now. Group A with 2.5k still to go. We're doing all right though. Thankfully I haven't hit zone 5 of my heart rate. 25 minutes in zone 4 though. 165 BPM. Kenneth seems to think the highest level is 21 at the moment. Is that right? Okay. So if you're still watching guys, if you're new to Zwift, if you've never seen Zwift before, if you've got any questions, do ask away. Not long now really to the end of the run. So do ask, or go and look at zwift.com/run. Find out all the information there. It's a bit disconcerting running right through the middle of people. That's me there, white top, black shorts, wearing my Hoka Cliftons, which is what I'm wearing in real life. Love my Hokas, especially for trail running, or Hokas. Hoka One is what they're supposed to be called, I think. Or Hoka 1-1 if you're European. Kenneth says, what's the most people have ever watched a live, well, running stream or cycling? Live running, I think we had about 160 watching one day on Zwift Community Live. And that was a big organised run. So a lot of people tuned into that, especially when Zwift was brand new. But it's settled down and it will grow. Zwift running will grow, and people watching the streams will grow. Hopefully like it has on cycling. My personal running feed, when I attempted a marathon a few months ago, I had about 60 watching me on my personal channel. 50 to 60. Unfortunately, you might know the story, but I got to 41 kilometers, so 25 miles or so, over 25 miles, and my computer crashed. I didn't make it. I mean, I ran the marathon on the treadmill in the end, I finished it, but I didn't get my marathon achievement award from Zwift. I am going to try it again, but I'm going to wait till I've got a new treadmill, I think, because running on this treadmill is very hard work. I'm hoping if I get a better treadmill, it might make things feel a little bit more like outside, where this kind of pace is relatively comfortable for me. But we'll see. Thomas is saying, have I ever fallen off the treadmill? Not totally. I've totally slipped and tripped up. In fact, when I was running my first marathon on Zwift, I had a Coke bottle and I tried to open the Coke bottle. Oh no. Can you still hear me, guys? Just say yes if you can still hear me, because I'm wondering if the mic might have gone. Okay, good. Sometimes if I touch the mic with a sweaty hand, it shorts the mic out, and I just did that then. Okay, so anyway, I was running with a bottle of Coke, I opened it and I dropped the bottle of Coke and it hit my feet and I tripped. I grabbed onto the side, Coke went all over the treadmill. I had to run the last 5k of the marathon with sticky feet. But I didn't exactly fall off it. You can actually see that video somewhere. It might be a bit stuttery because my streams were really bad then in terms of their frames per second quality. Right, I'm being left behind because I should have sped up. Too busy chatting, not enough running. So, last 700 metres of hard work now. I wish I could feel this downhill. Just catch them up. They didn't get that far ahead. Let's speed up a bit more. So my treadmill says 13.4 now, just to catch them up at the back there. So 500 metres of this pace to go, and then we warm down. There's Tim. Owen Casey's just behind me. Krista Holt's up ahead, Simon Mosley as well. When you run with people a lot, you get to know them. So, we're a very inclusive bunch. Come and join in. You'll be made to feel very welcome. Whatever pace you like, there will be a group for you. Whatever time zone you're in, there should be a run at your time zone. 300 metres. Everyone else is speeding up now, aren't they? Come on then. $200 metres just under. John Hancock's been carrying on from Group B. Nothing to stop you carrying on, you know. When the run ends, the run doesn't necessarily end. There's Tim. Let's slow down. So we're just coming to the end. 10 kilometers in 50 minutes, just under, and we can slow down for a 500 meter cool down. Well done everyone, good running, enjoyed that a lot. Get your last questions in if you've got any, guys. Thanks for joining me tonight, great fun. Monday Run Club, 7:30 UK time, every Monday, 6 AM Eastern time. 8 o'clock in the evening Eastern time, Monday Run Club. Same for Wednesday workout. Wednesday workout, 7:30 UK time, 6 AM Eastern time, 8 PM Eastern time. Run in the park every Saturday morning, 9 o'clock UK time, led by John Hancock. And Friday nights, you'll often find me on my own channel or on Zwift Run, doing a workout of my own, a training session. Come along and watch that. Tim says, see you Wednesday. And you might just be able to make out a blue banner across the road. That's the finish line. Heart rate coming down, 158, 57. There's the finish. Thanks, Stan. Stan says always fun to watch. It's good to watch somebody else suffering, isn't it? That didn't feel too bad tonight, I have to say. Not too bad. Thanks very much, Tim. Thank you very much, John, for the B group. And I will join groups C and D one night and run with them. Mix it up a bit, say hello to some people that I don't know very well. Come and join me Wednesday for Wednesday workout, Friday for my Friday workout, Saturday for the run in the park. There we go. All done. Do you know what? We are so close to that orange prize, aren't we? We haven't leveled up. Should we do it? Do you reckon I can get there in not too long? Do you reckon I'll be allowed to stream on Zwift Run for a bit longer to get to my level 17 prize? They'll just take me off, won't they? Come on. Right. How many points do you think I've got to get to level 17? Oh, we're so close. I just feel like it'd be a shame to not get to level 17. But you know what's going to happen, don't you? I'm going to get to 11 kilometers and it's not going to happen. I'm going to have to run to 12 kilometers and it's only just going to get there or something. And it's going to take me another half hour. Oh dear. What do you think? Should we, if we run to 11 and see what happens, and then we'll run to 11 and a half, and if we're not there by 11 and a half, oh, I don't know. Thanks for the ride on, Jens. Let's see. Let's just go a little bit further. and see if we can get to level 17. It might just happen at 11 kilometers. You never know. We might be there. Look at this big group of riders. Wouldn't it be fabulous if one day there's a massive group of runners like that? Tim says he found it a bit of a grind tonight. Hard work, Tim. Well done though. I know, Kenneth says if I get to 11.5 kilometres and I haven't levelled up, I am just going to keep going, aren't I? I think you're right. Okay. Right, we are going to get to level 17 before the end of this stream. If Zwift kick me off, there's nothing I can do about it. But I'm streaming until I get to level 17. Stick with it, guys, and we'll see what extra prize I get. 11k coming up. That's not there, is it? 250 metres to get the next set of points. Stick with it, guys. It just can't be far, can it? It cannot be far. "55, 56 minutes running now. Level 17 before an hour. Yeah? Level 17 before an hour. Let's do it. Let's get a bit faster. Come on. Oh, look. It's got to happen at 11.5. It's got to happen. Come on, let's get there. I want to get there. 200 metres. It's got to level up at 11.5. And you know I'm carrying on if it hasn't. It's amazing what a bit of adrenaline does for you, isn't it, hey? Okay. 80 metres. Come on, level 17. Come on. No! Okay, 250 more metres. It's right at the end there, isn't it? It is right at the end. Definitely this one. Definitely. Sometimes, when you're running, you get to see a lot more because you're going slower than on the bike. And I never really look at this lake here. Beautiful. "100 metres, and then we level up, surely." Good camera angle. Oh, nearly fell off the treadmill. I nearly went. Russ Crowder got to level 12 today. Well done, buddy. John Hancock got to level 15 tonight. And I'm still running. So it's going to be 12k then. Oh dear, come on. Don't you dare go away. Don't you dare go away. $150 meters. I said in an hour, didn't I? Not going to quite do it. 100 meters in 20 seconds. Come on. No, not going to get there. Oh, 1 hour. There we are. Level 17. Black and grey triangle pattern. That's it. Leveled up. Level 17. Thank goodness for that. You all came back just for me getting to level 17, didn't you? Oh. Right, so what we do now... Thank you. Clap, clap, everyone says. So now we go to menu and we go to customise. So what was it? Black and grey. Is it that? That's the one I was wearing before, so it must be that. That's quite nice actually, I quite like that. Oh, get off. Come back. Where are we? What do we think? Let's have a look. Let's go close up. Don't do that. That looks terrible. What are you doing? And why have you changed back? Right, I'm going to keep that. Thank you very much. End run. And we guys, we are done. Sorry about that. I just had to get up to level 17. I really did. So if you've not seen Zwift before, you can upload your run at the end to Strava, Garmin, today's plan. I think there are some others there you can use as well. And your run, when you save and exit, your run will go direct to your chosen platform, along with all your outdoor runs as well. And with all the metrics that you expect, so heart rate, cadence, pace, and if you've got power as well, that will go. And there we are. That's it, guys. Oh dear, let me just get the right screen up. There we go. And we'll press this button up here to stop that. Thank you very much, guys. Really enjoyed it tonight. Thanks for sticking with me to get to level 17. Join me on Wednesday for Wednesday workout. Join me on Friday for my solo workout. And join John Hancock on Saturday morning for Run in the Park. Take care, guys. See you again. Bye-bye.